Call Halaya Yahweh Bashimi Hawashai Bashimi Karkadash, and double honor to the man of great millstone that's out there on the highway and byway pushing the truth, as well as pushing the truth over the internet that spread forth throughout the four corners of the earth, reaching the hopeful elect, Lord willingly. To edit it, I'm not a member of GMS, but I believe GMS has 100% truth of the Bible. To the men and women that are listening and learning, continue in the faith, continue praying, repenting, and keeping God, laws and commandments to the best of your ability. As it states in John 14 and 15, if ye love me, keep my commandment. In this video, here's going to be a short video. Throw out a few scriptures and I'm going to end it right there. As you see, body cam shows Ohio police pull a disabled black man from car. Now, Jake and the police, this is a ongoing thing here in America. You know, Jake, you know, sometimes they are in the right and sometimes they are in the wrong. But it doesn't matter with them, with the officer, the overseer, the henchman, you know, they're police. Esau gives them the power to do whatever it takes to keep us in line, to keep us under control, even to kill us. Some cases to murder. So we have to understand that the curses are on us, you know, and we are not exempt until Yahweh Bashim Yahweh come back to deliver us, to get us out of this situation, because this is not our kingdom. Well, anyway, going back to this here, this disabled man, I don't know what he did to have the police to pull him over. But just like every other scenario, Jake and the officer going back and forth, arguing with each other. You know, Jake being scared, quite naturally, you're going to be a little bit nervous. You're going to be a little bit scared because of what you see on TV, how officers treat Israelite men and women, and how we are railroaded sometimes, or not sometimes, but a lot of time, by certain police officers. You know, because they can set you up, you know, put drugs in your car. You know, they can accuse you of doing something you didn't do, and 100% of the time, you're going to be found guilty before you even go to court. So, you know, and what I mean by that, if they accuse you of something, you're already guilty, so they're going to take you in until it's time to go see a judge, and then you got to make bail, and then you got to go fight your case. So you losing time, you losing money, to try to prove you're innocent. So for the message to Jake that I'm trying to give out is to, number one, stay calm, do what the officer tell you to do. That is righteous, you know, and keep your mouth shut, you know, speak with some sense, be calm, be respectful. And a lot of time, you can get yourself out of the situation if the Lord is with you. You know, because it states here in Proverbs 16 and 7, a man's ways pleases the Lord. He maketh even his enemies to be at peace with him. So when you please the Lord, you are keeping his laws and commandments. And by you keeping the laws and commandments of the Lord, he will make even your enemies at peace with you. And in a lot of cases, dealing with police dealing with Jay, you know, the police is considered an enemy to the children of Israel. You know, so you have to keep the ways of the Lord in order to get you out of certain situation, you know, so that you won't end up getting shot or getting falsely accused or getting pulled out of your car and beaten. So, we have to keep in mind that the Lord, He's watching us. And if we obey His laws and commandments, He will do what He said He's going to do. He said He will keep a hedge of protection around you. And He will get you out of certain situations. But as you can see later on in the video, that the man got long braided hair past his shoulder, and he got not bleach, but blonde tips, and that's a curse in the Bible, So that's one law that he's breaking, that he's not keeping. He's not keeping the ways of the Lord. And then when you look at his face, he got like a little thin goatee. So I don't know if this man can grow a full beard or not, but he's clean shaved. And you're not supposed to do that. So that's another law that he's breaking. So he's not, as it says again, going back, he's not keeping the ways of the Lord. And it says that, and when the man ways please the Lord, he's making even his enemies to be at peace with him. And as the video go on, you will see that he didn't have no peace with his enemy, with these officers that pulled him out. And in the mix of the officer, you had a J officer also. So Esau, he has control over his Edomites and some of our Israelites. Now don't get me wrong, you have some officers that do their job correctly, that will respect you. But it's all due to you, Jay. You have to be humble, respectful. Don't turn up the temperature, because when you turn it up, they gonna turn it up 7 times high. And when it's all said and done, when you think about it, it's gonna be like, man, all I had to do was just get out the car. Now I got a swole eye, busted lip, 3-4 teeth missing, and I can barely walk. Or the worst scenario, 3 slugs in the chest, and you out of here over something simple. You cannot beat Esau henchman, his overseer, his police officer. They are set up to protect and serve, normally to protect and serve Esau. But when they give the order to go out into your neighborhoods, whenever they need a quota, they normally shoot straight into the so-called Black and Hispanic and Native American neighborhoods to reach, to get their quota at the end of the month. Or if they have to carry out, some type of wicked ritual or whatever, they probably have an officer to go murder somebody. And it happens. Or just go and just ruin somebody's life. It happens. You have wicked people in blue suits. That happens. So I'm going to go ahead and go into this video. I don't want to make it too long already. Almost 9 minutes of video, so I'm going to go ahead and play it.
I'm a paraplegic, sir. Come on, bro. That's another car. I cannot step out of the car. I cannot step out of the car. You got in the car. You can get out of the car. You got in the car. Hello. Hey, bro. Can you come down the street to Ferguson and Grand? The police just pulled me over and they trying to make me get out the car, and I'm telling them I'm a paraplegic. I can't get out the car without no help. And these motherfuckers trying to. They on some bull. Just come down the street. Bring some people with cameras. Come down.
See how he talking? These MF. See how you talking and you can't even move. You in your feelings and you talking, you talking big shit. You gotta understand, you're not going to win. Jake, you gotta understand, you're just not going to win at all. Let me go to Okay, he talking all that mess over the phone because he's in his feeling. You're not going to win. Again, Jake, you're not going to win. Proverbs 15:1, a soft answer turned away wrath. When the officer told him to get out, and he know that he couldn't be mobile as a person that didn't have what's the word he said? He a paraplegic, and he know he couldn't get out the way normal people, such as anybody else that didn't have paraplegic that could get out. He should have asked for assistance. It was two officers in front of him and one on the other side. All he had to do just cooperate, get out the car, have them to get him out the car, and it would have been over with pretty much. But he had to he had to talk harsh over the phone to his boys to come down to film. And normally, a lot of our people are scared of the officers, are scared of police. So they're not going to come down. They might come down from a distance and film it, but they ain't going to come up and help you fight these officers. No, that's not going to happen. Proverbs 15:1, a soft answer turn away wrath, but grievous words stir up anger. So while he cussing, he gonna say some more stuff, but while he's cussing, these officers already fed up. That's why they about to pull him up out the car, and he still run off at his mouth, talking big shit. You can't win. You cannot win.
Down the street, come bring cameras and bring somebody so they can witness what's going on. I'm not getting out. I just told you I'm a paraplegic. I cannot get out.
I do not have to. I do not have to.
Can you call your white shirt, please? If you pull me out of here, you better expect.
So here's the thing. I'm gonna pull you out and then I'll call a white shirt because you're getting out of the car. That's not an option. You're getting out of this car, so you can cooperate and get out of the car. I'll drag you out of the car. Do you see your two options here? What would you like to do, sir? What would you like to do, sir?
I would like for you to call your white shirt.
I will. Get out of the car.
Come on, bro.
Get out of the car. Get out of the car.
Listen,
Get out of the car.
I am a paraplegic, bro. You can hurt me.
Get out of the car.
You can hurt me, bro.
Get out of the car. Get out of the
What
car.
are y'all doing, bro?
You're making a mistake.
I'm a paraplegic, bro. I'm trying to tell you that I got help getting in the car. Y'all can hurt me. They can hurt me.
Get out of the car.
Bro, I'm a paraplegic. Ow!
You have to get out of the car.
Ow! Ow!
Get out of the car.
Somebody help! Somebody help!
Something right here.
Somebody help!
Stop.
Somebody help!
Stop. Stop.
Someone help!
Stop.
So all y'all recording?
Esau don't give a damn about you being a paraplegic or none of that. Jake, you gonna learn. You just gonna learn. Deuteronomy 28:50. A nation of fierce continent which shall not regard the person of old, nor show favor to the young. And by them not showing any type of regard to a person of old and young, that is including paraplegic, retardation, Alzheimer. It doesn't matter. They shoot. Let me tell you something. It's been known that they went into to people's houses and they killed elderly men and women because they didn't get to the flow fast enough, or they was just in the mix of a shootout or something like that, and the elderly person was just right there in the middle, and they know, and they see an elderly person, but they shoot and kill them anyway. So they don't give a damn. Your best thing to do is to follow the order so that you won't have to go through this predicament. You have to keep your emotions under control, Jake.
Stop. Somebody else, I'm a paraplegic. Stop. They are doing the other thing to me. Somebody please help me. Stop. 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 You are helping me. What are you talking about? I'm a paraplegic. Stop. Stop. I'm a paraplegic. Stop. I'm a paraplegic. Stop. Make this worse than it needs to be. I'm a paraplegic. I gave y'all everything. That's fine. I gave y'all everything y'all asked for. Cooperate. Can y'all call the white police? Can y'all call the real police, please? Ow. You make it so much harder than what it has to be. You make it so much harder than what it has to be.
Man, I'm telling you, man, these officers here, man, I'm telling you, some officers, man, they can be so disrespectful. They worse than Arsenal. Anybody know what Arsenal is? He's a battle rapper, and he's known for being very disrespectful. So these officers here, Arsenal don't have nothing on these officers here. They very disrespectful. This man here, he's a paraplegic, and they dragging him with his with his pants below his ass, with his drawers showing. That's his fault for not putting on a damn belt. And they dragging him to the back of the car, and one officer, which is this so-called black guy, I can tell he didn't play basketball. He got the man's shoe. They gonna throw it in the car and miss. Man, they so disrespectful.
I try to talk to you and say it. I'm trying to talk to you. I'm sure it's all on camera. I'm sure I explained it to you several times. You're getting ow. I told you, it's not an option. It's not an option. I told you, it's not an option. It's not an option. Ma'am, he made his decision. Ma'am, he made his decision.
Jake, you gonna learn. You gonna learn. Now, this is my last scripture here. Matthew 5:25. The police officer gave him the option. Either get out on your own, but the man knew he couldn't get out on his own. He probably, he needed some help. He could have asked the officer to give him some help, and none of that stuff probably wouldn't have happened. So he took option B, which was to get pulled out and get humiliated. Well, anyway, here it goes. Matthew 5:25. Agree with thy adversary quickly, which is your adversary in this video here was the police, while thou art in the way with him, lest at any time the adversary deliver thee to the judge. The police will deliver you to the judge, and the judge deliver thee to the officer, and thou be cast into prison. Verily I say unto thee, thou shalt by no means come out thence till thou have paid the uttermost furling. So you're not going to come out of this here with just a slap on the wrist. You're going to pay the utmost price to get out of this situation. You're going to do time, and you're going to pay a real nice amount to lawyers, to the court. You're going to pay a nice fine. They're gonna put it on you. But, that's just Jake. I'm going to read this over again. Matthew 5:25. Agree with thy adversary quickly, while thou art in the way with him. That's the police officer. At least at any time the adversary deliver thee to the judge. So now he's been put in back of the car. he finna go to jail and he finna go see the judge in the, the next day or whenever. And the judge delivered thee after the judge sent to you, the judge delivered thee to the officer, which is the bailiff. And thou be cast into prison. So the bailiff gonna take you right back to your cell or wherever you go next. And then if you do happen to get out or whatever, or you might end up doing getting probation or whatever it is, they are going to get the most out of you. Either they're going to have you to work, work for the city, clean up or whatever. They're going to have you to do a whole lot for what you did, or it's going to make you pay a large ass fine. So you're going to pay the utmost for the crime that could have been avoided. And I don't know if this man committed any crime or whatever, but that's 50-50. He could have been speeding or whatever. I don't know. I'm just going by from what I seen of the video. Well, I'm gonna end it right there, and hopefully this lesson will edify. And see you on the next lesson. And shalom.